John Wick Chapter 4 is what I'm finally getting into today. Nice to cross paths with you. How do you do? This movie was released in 2023 and I've enjoyed the evolution of this story, this world. Jonathan Wick tried to get out of Dodge and retire in peace, but fate thought otherwise. The cosmos, am I right? Thank you for taking the time to watch with me today. Watching this is the best way to support the channel. Outside of hitting that thumbs up button, liking this video, leaving some comments down below so I can have some assistance with the algorithm. And final chapter of John Wick is bound to end with a bang, not with the whimper. But let's go ahead and get into the movie. I'll see you on the other side.
Before me, there are no created things. You are now in the presence of the motherfucking king.
Yeah. Of the Bowery variety. Shout out Lawrence Fishburne, man.
You ready, John?
It would appear so.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to watch this.
Mr. Wick, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Give me my finger back, mofo.
My ring, my freedom.
Your ring is gone, like the elder before me. And if you came here thinking you could end this by killing me, then you are mistaken. My death will not change the outcome any more than you can change your nature.
Ah, he's gonna kill him on GP then. Can't bring his wife back, can't bring Daisy back.
And no one escapes the table. And the only way John Wick will ever have freedom is in death.
I know.
I'm afraid you've come a very long way.
You could have stopped after afraid. We know you're shook.
For nothing.
Yeah. Not really.
Yeah, yeah. A titillating musical soundtrack to accompany that. Yeah, that tracks, as the kids say. No holds barred. Oh, don't pain me, movie. Too soon. Too soon. I rewatched The Wire to keep Lance Reddick alive in my brain.
The manager, please. By order of the Marquis, this hotel has been condemned. You have 1 hour.
Like sand through an hourglass, so are the days of the Continental's life.
Ned Kelly's final words as the hangman slipped the noose around his neck were, "Such is life. Such is life. Imagine the acceptance, the defiance."
Today is not the day you will die.
It's a stark forecast. What do we say to the god of death?
Not today.
You believe in wounds and what have consequences?
Of course. And second chances.
That's where we differ. You and I. Second chances are the refuge of men who fail.
So spoken like a bona fide dictator. I was going to say.
You are excommunicado. You no longer need the services of a concierge.
Ow. The brutal irony of this character's death. It's not lost on me. That's excruciating. Come on.
Amène-moi Kane.
I have a name for you.
I'm retired. Finished. Done.
I disagree.
Just when I think I'm out.
They pull me back in.
I know the deal I made.
A former associate, I believe.
And a friend.
We give you a name, you give us a life. Or we take one.
I will serve.
I will be of service.
He humbly submits. He acquiesces to this sad state of affairs.
I assume you have a notion of where he might be?
John Wick has few friends remaining in the world, and even fewer he trusts with his life.
Very, very good.
The walls are closing on one John Wick. I'm interested to see how he's gonna weasel his way out of this one. Oh, okay.
I'm afraid this facility doesn't allow animals.
Emotional support animal.
She's your support animal.
Other way around.
Peak contemporary culture right there, baby.
Today it's New York.
And my concierge?
Concerned.
Perhaps we should get you an emotional support animal.
Your relationship with Mr. Wick is no secret. The table will come. Everything he touches dies. Forgive me, Father.
Yeah, boundaries. Boundaries, my girl, because me and Mr. Wick go a ways back. John Wick does seem to leave a trail of destruction in his wake.
Killing the elder was a mistake, my friend. Their response was the destruction of the New York Continental. My daughter fears we are next.
Winston?
Alive, but they executed his concierge to prove a point.
Don't remind me, movie. What are you doing to me? You trying to tug on my heartstrings here? In the first act, you bastard?
Friendship means little when it's convenient.
Optimal friend right there. That's what you want, a ride or die. It's like, yeah, I know this is gonna wreak havoc on our lives, but I have affection for you, so c'est la vie.
Welcome to the Osaka Continental. How can I help?
The manager, por favor.
Of course.
I'm going to kill them all.
You want to die? A good death only comes after a good life.
You and I left a good life behind a long time ago, my friend.
I want to see a prequel between these two. I'd watch it. You get my butt in the theater seat.
Father, the high table.
What is he doing here? Mr. Wick is our guest. Stay with Mr. Wick.
She sees the writing on the wall. She's perceptive. This is the closest we're getting a Kill Bill Volume 3. Define hospitality.
The table has reason to believe that this facility providing services.
That is a grave accusation.
I resent the implication. How dare you?
No one defies the table. I remember once you understood that. I remember a time when you understood the meaning of brotherhood.
Enough!
Each have their own conviction. They're like, my hands are tied. You know what I mean? We got to stand on business and let the chips fall where they may. This is going to subvert. This is going to put a spin on the don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Let's do it. Take a little bit of that. Take 2 of those. Call me in the morning. Or don't.
Get out.
Definitely a little Kill Bill energy here. I'm expecting to see Lucy Liu at any moment. Hopefully she graces my screen.
If they find you here, the table will kill my father. Everyone, because you broke the rules. You shouldn't have come.
This spells disaster and doom. Okay.
You armed?
She said, no more Mrs. Nice concierge daughter. I'm playing for keeps now. I'm playing for keeps. You hear me? Yeah, yeah. You got that right. She said, don't let this kimono fool you, mofos. I'm about it. I'm about it.
Blamon, do your job.
Yeah, let me get some food on my belly first before I get into the thick of it. To be precise, to be precise. Okay, I see why the table enlisted his services. For what he lacks in sight, he makes up for with this degree of skill. My hat's off to you, brother. My hat's off to you. My proverbial hat, that is. Actually. Okay. I adore that writing choice, giving echolocation a run for its money. Mwah, mwah.
Go to the Umeda station.
I'll stay.
Don't insult my gift to you.
Yeah, it's the least you could do. Literally. Putting my family in mortal danger to save your skin. I love you, but make the juice worth the squeeze. Why don't you? How many chucks would a nunchuck chuck if a nunchuck could? John Wick. That's the prevailing question. There are 2 rules at the Continental. No conducting business at the Continental, and you got to honor the marker. But there are 3 guarantees in life: death, taxes, and an immaculately elaborate fight sequence in a John Wick movie. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Kane.
You should have stayed out for all our sakes.
I tried.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, may I direct your attention to the first John Wick? A certain Mustang, a certain dog named Daisy, you prick.
You dead, John?
Yeah. Emotionally support this, you bastards. Where is Halle Berry when you need her? Halle Berry, Halle Berry. Y'all remember that song?
You a tracker? How much?
Not enough. But it's getting there.
20 million. It's paltry. It's a small penny.
I need you to take better care of yourself, Johnny. Because we're in this together now.
In this together, you say? Gave him an out. What's his backstory? If he's not related to Sophie.
Just tell me where John is and get out of here. Go somewhere far away.
You know I won't.
Not a snowball's chance in hell.
You owe John Wick nothing. He has no marker on you.
Mustn't have fallen far to believe. The only debts we have lie in markers.
A brilliant display of sacrifice, loyalty, until what is possibly his last breath.
I don't want to do this.
Even the blind man knows you've lost.
You don't need eyes to see the right path.
Don't live.
Venom, a venomous look in her eye. Pour one out. Libations for the homie. Uh-oh. When you get too involved in a story, you start pouring water on your carpet.
I'll be waiting for you.
I'll be waiting for you. Oh, is this the eminent ballerina? I haven't seen the trailer, so I don't know who the actor is. But is this the foundation? They're just setting us up for this spinoff. I'll be waiting, like Vivica Fox's daughter in Kill Bill 2. I want to see version 3, volume 3, Quentin Tarantino. I know you're watching this, but give us Kill Bill volume 3. John Wick 4 are due until then, brother.
My father is dead because of you, because of what you did. So either you kill him, or I will.
There's no option C. I will exact this one way or another. Nothing can stop me. God himself couldn't stop me.
And you are?
Nobody.
This the nobody is a pathetic trait.
Bob Odenkirk.
I will ask only once. Now, were you able to locate him?
Pay and I'll tell you.
More than 20 M's, that's for darn sure. I wipe my arse with 20 M's.
25 million, plus a matching contribution to my 401k when he's dead.
We found him once. We'll find him again.
Is that before or after he puts you in the ground?
Matching contributions to my 401k is a wild thing to say. That's wicked work. He's on demon time. I love it.
20 million.
23.
Ego.
You clearly can afford it.
You can pull the knife out, or you can pull your hand out. One shows me a man committed only to himself, and the other, a man committed to the cause. Which one are you?
Sophie's Choice. Man, I gotta hand it to you. I didn't see this coming. No. Oh. Good googly of all the mooglies. Nah, bro. There's nothing happy about that. Chill. A movie needs a good villain. And Skarsgård is doing a bang-up job. Bang up.
Where do I find him?
Paris. Where will it end?
With him dead.
They will replace him before the body's cold. Kill him, but do it the smart way. Get him to give you your freedom.
How?
Challenge him to single combat. Win or lose, what you say you want, a way out.
Okay, so it's not unimportant that the Marquis was musing on ego. Because he's gonna come for that ego, brother.
Your family does.
I don't have a family.
I suggest you get your ass to Berlin and get it mended.
What do you get out of this, Winston?
What you are so good at getting, Jonathan. Revenge.
Understatement of the year. John Wick is nothing. John Wick is nothing if not a man who can solely, by himself, exact a cold dish of revenge. I've never been more sure of anything in my life. This third act is going to be one for the ages.
Nice suit.
Oh, man. That's a hell of a service you're conducting there, Father. Forgive him, Father, because he knows exactly what he just did with that shotgun. Napoleon. A freaking 12 gauge. What do you think? Who gave you up, John Wick? Who ratted you out? Loose lips sink ships. Noose lips sink ships.
Jonathan Wick. You are excommunicado and your ticket was torn. You have no business with us.
To be truly shot.
Come on, let us come to an agreement here.
Because of you, I had to kneel in front of the man who murdered my father.
Common enemy.
This is just a series of collateral damage.
Killing this Marquis. I kill him in a duel.
Oh. Induct him immediately. Do not forestall it. Start the ceremony. We'll take him down from this rope first, but you know, gotta crawl before we walk here.
You will only have to kill one to get back in. The bastard who murdered my father.
Give me the name.
You will find him at Himmelunhol. Bring proof of death.
We need receipts. All right, it's just a matter of quid pro quos left and right. Almost never ending.
I know a way. Klaus will take you.
I am Klaus. John, I am Klaus.
Not Santa Claus. The only gift he's bringing is hurt. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Mr. John Wick.
You were expecting me.
John?
How are you? You knew I'd be here.
The Cain of my existence. You think darkness is your ally?
Nobody.
You want to kill him? I want to kill him. Not you, Mr. Wick.
I'm going to kill you.
Oh, for better, of course.
No misunderstandings here. You're on your last leg, you asthmatic bastard. With all due disrespect.
It wasn't personal. Now maybe a little bit.
He had to know what was coming down the pike. Fat bastard is giving as good as he gets. I can respect it.
Get in my belly!
Get in my belly. Smoking a pancake? Okay, so these party goers have to be NPCs, right? They're bots. They're a simulation because it's like the show must go on. The party must go on. Who cares how many people are falling around us like dominoes? Or Pizza Hut, but I'm a Papa John's man myself. Yeah, this is remarkably personal. You've gone beyond the pale, my friend, my fat friend. Okay. I mean, I'm no doctor. I've only seen like 10 seasons of Grey's Anatomy, but I'm pretty sure an inhaler does not stop blood from spilling out of your neck and other orifice. You know what I mean? Surely. Oh. I'm taking this as a form of currency, the gold standard. Au revoir, you prick. Oh. Oh, that's right. What was his name? Jordani Jovovich? Mila Jovovich, anybody?
The Ruska Roma will support your challenge. Who will be your second?
I can hear CinemaValentino in my head. Movie has time for this.
John Wick calls you to a duel to settle your differences the old-fashioned way, as gentlemen should.
You bet those sweet cheeks.
Dueling pistols. Should Mr. Wick be victorious, He will be free of any and all obligation to the High Table, and his second will be reinstated as the manager of the rebuilt New York Continental.
And the stage is set for the showdown of the century.
Failure to meet at the appointed hour will result in forfeiture and immediate execution.
There's no Jean out there. No happy husband with a normal life. There's only John Wick, killer.
And he's going to kill you.
Look at me. Hey, he's the captain of this duel now. We haven't seen what the Marquis is capable of. We've only seen his henchmen. So this ought to be interesting, Governor.
You kill him, and you and your daughter will be free. If you don't, she will have to face the consequences.
Ah.
The choice is yours.
Come on now. Leave her be. Just let her play the violin on the side of the road. In peace. Treacherous. Treacherous. This has the makings of a tragedy for all parties involved. Yowza.
I want to leave this life. We're damned. You and I.
On that we agree.
No disagreements here. No pushback. We're in the same boat. The Titanic. To compliment it. Let's do it. Third act. Let's do it, third act, John Wick 4. How you gonna stick this landing?
If you want the prize, you must finish before sunrise. This golden oldie, and I do mean golden, hit goes out to you, Mr. Wick. And remember, there is nowhere to run.
Yeah. Legitimately. You gotta have to stand up and face the music. The sweet chin music.
When I was burying Sherrod, I was torn about what to put on his gravestone. A few words to sum up an entire life. A friend.
And all the badges of honor that connotes. That represents it. He earned it.
Sunrise is at 6:03.
Loving husband. That's what I want on mine. John, loving husband.
Could be more fitting and appropriate a title to confer. But we're not going to see your tombstone. You know why? Because you about to knock the Cain right out of Cain. You know what I mean? You about to raise some Cain. And you're Abel. Cain and Abel. Strike that from the record. He's Tokyo drifting them straight to the gates of Hades. There's so much going on. So many people after. What's it up to? 26 million now? It's like 2000 Hitman against John Wick. And John Wick is holding his own. This is a sight to see. This movie is going balls to the wall. It's like, okay, it's the final John Wick movie. Hold my beer. Oh, this is a supremely perfect angle at which to view these proceedings. A God's eye view, looking down on those who are fighting needlessly, but in a captivating manner. You know what I mean? Man's best friend, right on time. No, no. See ya. In fact, wouldn't want to be a. Yeah. That changes things dramatically, doesn't it? That's a paradigm shift. Had you right where he wanted you. But no. The dog. He has a soft spot for dogs. History bears that out. Starts crying. Talk about running a gauntlet. Intimidation has arrived. He's making light work of them. He's just stretching his legs at this point. He's like, it's like a warm-up stretch before you go run. A light appetizer before the entree. Momentum, am I right? He's like Sisyphus. Start the process from square one? Is that what you lead me to believe, John Wick 4? Who is this stunt man? Because I know John Wick does a lot of his stunts, but surely he's not catapulted himself down an endless flight of stairs. That's humorous.
Kane?
What time is sunrise?
Maybe 3 minutes.
I need you to get to the top of those stairs, John.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Such a complicated relationship and situation.
6 stairs.
Thanks.
Time keep on slipping, slipping, slipping. If dogs could talk.
You can't shoot me, but I can shoot him.
But I can hit you.
Let's go, John.
Yeah, you didn't think of that, did you?
Nuts. You hit my puppy.
That is that's a glorious touch. That dog is an angel. All dogs go to heaven. Good riddance. Good gosh darn riddance.
Nothing personal, John.
We're even now.
This is for all the marbles, every last one of them.
And so we begin.
Some engaging ceremony here. Tension high, suspense, the thrill.
See you in the next life.
30 paces.
He turns around prematurely and says, Kane's obvious handicap notwithstanding. Who shoots first?
Remember your daughter.
Off.
Right, dude. The peanut gallery. Zip your trap.
What a beautiful sunrise.
Last words, Winston?
Just have fun out there.
Leave it all on the field for the love of the game. Sounds easy enough.
Are you ready, Mr. Kane? Mr. Wick?
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
Fire!
Ooh, clipped him like the LA Clippers.
20 paces. Fire!
Nice.
My palms are sweaty. My knees weak. My arms are, in fact, heavy.
10 paces.
Oh, this is This is savage. Savagery with a capital S. Brutal.
Just kill him.
Yeah, I mean, he's proven himself to be a marksman. So it seems like he's taking it easy on his buddy old pal.
Those who cling to death live.
Those who cling to life die.
Oh. Profound, philosophical musing.
Fire!
Oh. And the plot thickens.
Arrêtez! Monsieur Spencer. I claim the coup de grâce.
Your weapon. Give it to me.
Is my daughter free now?
Wait. You and your daughter. Enjoy.
Is this the way the cookie crumbles? As the fat lady sang? Is the sun setting on John Wick, Mr. Jovovich, the Babagaya?
Fools.
You arrogant asshole. He didn't shoot.
Consequences.
Oh. He was hoisted on his own petard. We got him. The pride goeth before the fall, and he fell like a mofo. He saved it.
Your obligation to the table is satisfied, John Wick. You are free. As are you and your daughter, sir. You will be fully reinstated, Mr. Manager. All of your terms will be fulfilled.
I love every ounce of this beat right here, this sequence.
Our business here now is concluded. Good day.
Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you stick the landing. Silly me sitting here thinking they're gonna off Jonathan Wick because it's the final movie. So it wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility for him to go the way of the dodo. Egg on my face.
My brother. You owe me one. Yeah.
And how? I took a hot one to the stomach. I was going to say, yeah, they had to, in retrospect, they had to be strategizing because arm, stomach, and he can't see. He can't see. So, of course, John Wick was, doing a little sleight of hand.
Jonathan, will you take me home? Of course.
Please play John Denver's Country Roads. That's so sweet. It's a tender little punctuation there. He's certainly seen better days. Can we get a doctor on the scene? He's losing at least 40 ounces of blood. We can feel her presence. We can feel Helen. We can feel Daisy in this shot right there. In this low angle. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be a bold decision if they the script chose to allow John Wick to succumb to his injuries. Oh.
Never thought I'd see the day.
Oh, that makes two of us. Bowery King?
Where do you think he is, heaven or hell?
Who knows?
Pinch myself. Is this real life? Talk about confidence. The story world, the screenwriter, has the self-assuredness to off his main character. Final movie or not. Wow. And the movie's gonna end on a downbeat. Okay. Okay. I am bewildered. I am thunderstruck. That is an astonishing decision. But it makes sense. That it's logically sound. Because now those extended fight sequences we saw in this film, you know, they're justified. Because this was his outro. His final hurrah. Mr. Jovovich, John Wick, who we met him in grief. And his final words, his final thought was the memory. He got what he wanted. He lived to keep the memory of his wife. But, that's sweet. This is a tender, that was a tender turn of events. I did not foresee that. The movie, I feel still, even though it made sense, the action sequences were justified, it still could have been like 30 minutes shorter. They were giving us the genre goods, the John Wick, because this movie came on the scene and took us away by storm. Made such an impact. And Keanu Reeves at the helm of it? Yeah. I can see why this was a successful endeavor. The ingredients of it, what I know about behind the scenes, his commitment to authenticity, learning about the guns, assembly, reassembly, taking apart, the battle scenes, the training that goes into it. This was a feat. This is an achievement. So, I like the way they landed this plane. They stuck this landing to me. Man, because it was a sequences of, action, grievances, revenge. And that initial action that created the revenge, it was just a vicious cycle of trying to get your get back, trying to get payback for feeling wronged and indignant and slighted left and right. And Lance Reddick, rest in peace. Sharon, John Wick. Man, unless they're trying to, he said, take me home though. So that the movie lulled us into a false sense of security. He saved his last shot. And in so doing, he undid Marquis. He undid. And he knew the writing was on the wall. I feel great for Kane. I feel fantastic. I have a fantastic sensation for what Kane was able to do for himself and his daughter, most importantly. His daughter just playing the violin for the people. She's a woman of the people. But that man's daughter, I forget his name, Osaka, perchance. And if I'm wrong, you will forgive me, I believe. But the head of the concierge in, was that Japan? Or anyways, John Wick's old friend, he fought him and his daughter was his concierge. And at that Continental, when John Wick, he was just going to the last friends he could muster. He had a handful of friends, and even less so, those he can trust. And so once he died, his daughter's gonna be out for blood. She said goodbye. Who was that? And I have a feeling that's gonna be the plot of Ballerina, right? Because as I was seeing the sequence of the final standoff, which was brilliantly shot, not just visually, the color palette was pleasing. It was mesmerizing. The length of the scene was perfect, not too long, not too short. And the outcome of it, we had the best, it was immersive. It was immersive, that final sequence. It made all the action sequences. It made up for it to me. I don't know how y'all feel. Maybe y'all liked it. Y'all liked all of the 20-minute gunfights. But we got that in the first three, so I feel like that'll suffice. But I don't want to belabor that point. The point is, that last sequence hit the nail on the head. And to have the final thread pulled and pulled the rug out from the feet of the audience, up under the feet of the audience, is just a magnificent flourish from the script. I was wondering where they were going. I was like, does the movie have the gumption, the gall, the nerve to end John Wick? But nope. Your arrogance undid you. Boom, bye, marquee. So now we're like, oh, you're free. Take me home. And I thought that's all she wrote. Even if that had happened, I would have been satisfied. But this, increases it. It enhances it for me. But I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen John Wick, the first three, in a while. But was the information that he was an orphan given to us? Probably, right? And I just forgot. But that detail really complicates the matter. That's all he's ever known was assassin, the life of an assassin. And when he tried to get out, though his old bosses, colleagues, employers said, no, not so fast. And to see him go out like that, loving husband on the tombstone, I am at once wounded. I'm hurt by that. And it's oddly pleasing to have that resolution to the 4-story arc. Keanu Reeves is the man. I can't remember Winston's character, the actor, but yeah, he gave it a certain gravitas to say. Obviously, Lawrence Fishburne goes without saying. Name me 10 better actors who can deliver a line like one, the inimitable, the man, the myth, the legend, Lawrence Fishburne. I'll wait. I'll take my comments. I'll take my answer off the air. Leave me a comment if you know 10 better actors who can deliver lines like him. Samuel L. Jackson comes to mind. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquity of the selfish. No, I know that whole speech in Pulp Fiction, by the way, but I won't. I'll spare you. I won't bore you with that. But yeah, those who, what was the saying? Those who cling to life die. Those who cling to death live. Something I may be paraphrasing and butchering it, but that's sentiment. And this movie was dropping gems like that left and right. I was pleasantly surprised. This movie had a lot of tricks, man. It gave us, the expected, but it also, added a little spice, threw a little element of left turns and right turns. And you thought so. Your preconceptions were shattered at certain instances in this film. And I like that. I like when a movie can keep me on the edge of my seat, can keep me guessing. It can both adhere to a formula, as it were, and also, take it in unforeseen directions as an audience member. I appreciate that. Yeah, and it was immaculately shot. The visual landscape drew your eye, and it just gave me warmth. Just by, in an ocular way, just by watching it. Not to mention the structure of never ending. It's like an abyss of, if you want this, you must do that. You got to go from A to B, many sequences in between getting what you want. And as for your protagonist, and that's the uphill battle of every script. Establish a desire in the character and put many people and things that's stopping him from getting that goal, reaching that target. And you got to make it interesting enough. You got to have a Skarsgård, which I like what he did with the Marquis character. You got to have a Skarsgård. You got to have situations that represent obstacles for your protagonist. And I think this movie did a swell job. So as the preceding three. Similarly with the preceding three. I am gonna go see Ballerina. I'm not gonna watch the trailer. You know, Amazon Prime tried to get me the other day, and I had to turn it off real quick. Boom, boom, because I don't like watching trailers. Really, I like to have as fresh an experience as possible. You know, movies, stories are amazing, and I love, watching something for the first time. There are two distinct periods in your life before you see something and after, especially if they're your favorite. I remember I can cite chapter and verse when I've seen where I was, how I felt, what I was wearing, pretty much. A little bit hyperbolic, but you take my point. Know exactly where I was when I saw some of my favorite films, Casablanca, Do the Right Thing, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and they left an impression on me. So I love being able to capture this on film. Always looking for that next moment, that next remarkable piece of cinema or TV that changes how you view the world. It's just, cinema, TV is amazing. Storytelling. That's why we're alive. It's how we keep the history books afresh. But I digress. I can continue to speak on it, but I think that's I'm gonna try to keep this concise because this that was a jarring ending. It was incongruous with what I was the expectation and the result. There's a gap there, brothers and sisters. There's a gap. And I'm lying in that liminal space, that limbo, if you will. But I'm enjoying it. So that's about it. That was 2023's John Wick 4. Are y'all going to see Ballerina? I will. Should be coming out in a week or two. I have to check. When does it come out? Mid or late June? In any event, that was 2023's John Wick. And as always, until we meet again.